5 years ago, I had one of the greatest dinners of my life. It was at a Chili's. There hasn't been a Chili's in the UK since 2009, so we're going to America to get one.
But flying to America to get a Chili's brings its own problems. Firstly, it's 4,000 miles away. Secondly, it's very expensive.
So, as we're only going to America for dinner, we need to find the cheapest flight possible.
But first, we need to see what the flight prices to the US actually look like.
Find me a flight, Ethan.
Right, London to Los Angeles, £2,301.
Wow, that's an expensive Chili's.
We need it to be a tenth of that, £525.
I was salivating at the thought of a Chili's and now my mouth's drying up. Surely they've got Chili's in Texas.
Houston, we do have a problem, Houston.
Ground control to Chili's, permission to take off.
What? £843.
Try New York.
Better. That's still too much. That's just for one person. £402.
That's for one?
Yeah.
All these numbers have been for one person. Let's stop thinking of places that we'd like to go. Let's just go cheapest.
Just America. Okay, that's where we're going.
Wow, that's way cheaper.
Yeah. Should we book it?
It's the cheapest one.
Yeah, true. It's not like we have a choice.
Well, no, we don't have a choice.
All right, we're going there then.
Here we are at the airport. We've got the cheapest flight, astonishingly cheap. But here we are, we're at Gatwick. We're at Ethan's favourite airport.
So much better than Stansted.
Yeah,
it's so much closer to our house.
Because it took you 15 minutes to get here this morning and it took me 2 hours. You bastard.
Right, new airline today. And the interesting thing about this one is you can't do online check-in, so that's great.
Yeah, we've got to do it old school and actually get a piece of paper, which would be nice. Check-in was extremely painless actually. For a relatively new airline, it's very good. But we had to stop at a Spoons. Although the flight is very cheap, there are a few reasons why it is cheap. One of the biggest ones is they do not give you any food. And it's 9 hours.
9.5.
It's 9.5. I figured we fill up now of good old Spoons panini. We do have some ways around the no food on the flight. We've got a couple of little tricks up our sleeves. I left that to Ethan to deal with the airplane food. He's going to be my own personal stewardess. Airports are supposed to be like duty-free, tax-free. It's supposed to be a bit of money off, right? I just spent £4 on a bottle of water from Smith's, £18 on some like run-of-the-mill headphones. They got you like that, right? They got you right. They got you right where they want you.
It's supposed to be duty-free, tax-free, all this stuff.
No, there's a secret tax. It's called the "We've Got You Trapped in an Airport" tax.
After draining some money on this secret airport tax and purchasing everything we forgot to pack, we went to find our plane.
Look how much effort you're putting in. Ethan's on the escalator. I decided to walk. What are you doing? Get in the ground to carry your bags for you. On the plane, North Airline?
Or Norse Airways, I think.
North Airways, oh, my mistake, sorry. Ethan booked a nice window seat, didn't you? Do you want to get the shot out the window?
Look at the view.
Absolute colossal, I can't remember it.
The worst thing so far is the film selection.
Well, the thing that's probably most watchable is maybe Happy Feet. We're going to settle in and then we're going to cut to our view of the window for the takeoff, so enjoy this.
So like we were saying earlier in Wetherspoons, you have to pay for a meal on this flight. And for a light meal is $20. For a main meal, it was $30. But obviously we're doing the cheapest flight to America, we can't do that. So we're not gonna know what that's like. Or are we? By some stroke of luck, the lady sitting next to Jack had already eaten and pre-ordered. She's giving it to us.
Compliments to the chef, Mr. Microwave.
Look, this is $30 and I got it for free, so I'm happy.
Now's probably a good time to reveal how much the flight actually was. So it's a big one to go to the USA, considering that in my head when I think of flying to the US it's like thousands of pounds. It was quite shockingly low amount of £190. We're going to somewhere where I'm excited to go to. We've got some activities planned and getting there is going to cost us less than a train ticket to Edinburgh probably, from wherever.
Most importantly, the reason we're doing this, for you to get your Chili's.
I was so caught up in the cheapest flight getting there, I almost forgot why we're going.
All the excitement of it.
I don't know about you guys, but all this plane is making me thirsty.
And luckily, thanks to this week's sponsor, Holy, we can now have a drink with us that tastes great and keeps us hydrated. even in the sky.
Holy is a tastier and healthier alternative to soft drinks. And this Black Week, they have some exciting news as they're releasing 4 new flavours with matching shakers. The drinks have 100% fruit flavourings and colours and are less than 20 calories per serving.
And every £10 you spend on your order during Black Week from now until the 2nd of December automatically enters 1 ticket into a prize draw where 3 lucky people will be in with a chance of winning a custom-designed PS5.
To get started, you can try one of Holy's Starter Set Deluxe, where you'll get 42 portions of Holy Energy, iced tea, and hydration. You'll also get a 500ml shaker with this.
And this week you'll get £10 off the deluxe starter sets, as well as our additional £5 off using the code ATG5. And for any orders after that, use the code ATG for 10% off.
Thank you, Holy. Since Ethan had already eaten a stranger's meal, it was now time for my in-flight dinner.
So stewardess smell, what have you got?
Are you hungry? Is it time?
Yeah, you ever brought the drinks trolley round? You ever brought the food trolley round?
I'm still stuffed from my teriyaki.
I saved something from earlier. Did you? Yeah. Would you like some of my chips?
5-hour-old cold Wetherspoons chips.
So what have you got for me? Let's go with my chips. I need a protein preferably. That's boiling hot water.
Yeah. You'll need that. Some instant mash.
I was worried I was going to spoil my meal when we get to the States. No danger of that happening, is there?
Because this is the cheapest flight, we're now having to make instant mash at 38,000 feet.
It's going to go great with my chips. Well, it's coming alive. It's made perfect mash every time.
No way. No way is it good. This is wrong on so many levels.
Slabs, doesn't it?
That is instant and buttery. Well done us. With new friend Diana once again seemingly pitying us after seeing our cup of instant mash, she donated us her cheese toastie, and we were excited to land at our undisclosed American location and experience what it had to offer.
What a lovely whip. Ethan picked this car.
Gone for a nice American Mazda. Nothing to do with the fact that it's one of the cheapest cars we can get.
I think we don't tell anyone where we are yet.
We still haven't told them.
We still haven't said where we are.
It's so late.
It's 1 in the morning our time, but it's actually only 8 o'clock. Jet lag is very real. It doesn't matter how expensive your flight is, you have to contend with jet lag. This car is lovely, Ethan.
Thanks. I rented it myself. Here we are.
Here we are, the Big Apple.
New York City, New York. No, we're not there yet. Forgot about this driving law. You can turn right on a red light. It's so mad.
It's loosely modelled on a roundabout. So obviously we're not telling you where we've got to yet. We're not going to say.
No, you work it out.
You work it out.
Go and look at the top comment now, because that will be telling you.
Hey, no giving away the location. We want red herrings in the comment section only.
Also, shout out to Diana, who fed us on the plane. She's the real MVP in this video.
You can go ahead and you can buy a flight to where we are, where we're not saying just yet. We can't guarantee that you yourself will end up sitting next to a Diana who's going to give you her food. So bear that in mind and do what we did and bring plenty of smash. Now, we haven't spent much on our accommodation, have we either? We may have followed suit with the flights and maybe got the cheapest accommodation we could find. We're at Monumental Movie Land. Don't Google it, because then you'll know where we are.
Walking in, I've seen why it's called Movie Land, because there's just some movie posters up.
They put movie posters up now, like, that's the theme. Everywhere around us is touristy. There might be a hint as to where we are. Don't tell anyone.
How much for this room?
It was an astonishingly low price of £37.
It's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
It's a lot of space. It's absolutely enormous.
Oh, let me take this bad boy for a whirl quickly. Oh yeah, that's a bed. That's one of the beds of all time.
Second dinner or whatever it is for us.
Yeah, shall we?
Yeah, I know a place.
With the night pressing on and us still full from Diana's food offerings, we thought it best to save our chilies until the next day and headed to a McDonald's 2 minutes from the motel. But this was no ordinary McDonald's.
This may look like a McDonald's. You could not be more wrong.
This is no ordinary McDonald's. This is the world's largest entertainment McDonald's.
We're going to call it the world's largest McDonald's though.
So then the most important question, what's on the menu at the largest McDonald's in the world?
Pizza at McDonald's. What the hell is that going to be like? This is a strange sight, because this is a pizza, but
as far as I can tell, I'm in a McDonald's. This is the only place you can get pizza from a McDonald's as well. Still haven't told you where we are, have we? You probably know. I want you to imagine if McDonald's made a pizza, because this tastes exactly like that. I can't think of any other better way to have explained it. Those delightfully shit. I'm going to rate this a solid 7.
Oh, okay, decent.
Let me finish. Out of 20. Can't come to the place with the largest ever McDonald's ever and not, that serves pizza and not get a pizza. That's like going to Turkey and not getting a hair transplant. And what, pray tell, do you have, Ethan?
I'm in Philadelphia. Tell you what, it doesn't look as appetising as it does on the menu.
They never do.
Rubbish.
Is it not as good as a real Philly's cheesesteak? Oh, you know why? Because we're not in Philadelphia. Oh no, what a big hint for you guys. Now you might know where we are. The grease from that has literally penetrated my skin and I believe changed my entire DNA.
I actually think that's the worst thing I've ever eaten at a McDonald's.
Yours tasted how cat food smells.
I think this dinner is going to make me appreciate the chilies tomorrow.
You'd appreciate anything. Appreciate a knuckle sandwich after that one.
After our disappointing meals, we headed back to our motel to get some much needed sleep before our big day of activities tomorrow. Good sleep?
Yeah, jet lag's just like wild. So I went to sleep at like 12, but really it was 5 in the morning. And then, yeah, went to bed and then my body was just like, yeah, you only need 3 hours sleep. Off you go.
Should we get you up?
Should we get you up? It's 3:30, should we get you up?
Were your favourite things the shower that doesn't work or the person trying to come through this dividing door?
The person trying to come through the dividing door.
At 6 in the morning?
At 6 in the morning, that was interesting. Giving it a real good go as well.
Yeah. I'd quite like to get out of it.
Shall we?
Yeah.
I've not packed right for no, we're not saying. Oh, let's just, look, we're in Orlando, okay? God damn it.
And we found it. The most magical place on earth.
Is this it?
This is it. This is where dreams happen, Jack. Have you ever been to a Disneyland?
No, not really that into Disney. Never have been, not even as a kid. So I've come to completely the wrong place because it's all about Michael Mouse here, isn't it?
We are not going into Disney World, unfortunately, as much as I want to.
Budget constraints, guys.
Yeah, budget, you know how it is.
Doesn't matter how magical it is here.
But we've come to Disney Springs, which is like the entrance for the resort, which is free to come to, and there's still quite a lot to see and do.
There are places that we usually go to. You get out of the airport, you walk there, you can walk around everything, all the cities, like little city breaks we've been doing. You can't really do that in Florida. So what is quite nice about Disney Springs is that it's like this little area where, you go everywhere on foot.
I haven't been in Orlando that long, but from what I've seen, it's just a lot of like highways and junctions and roads to get you to these theme parks.
I'm sure there are lots of like little things to do in Orlando, but we haven't discovered them, and also we don't really have the time.
And like you say, you have to drive to them. You can't.
You have to drive. Well, you have
drive
to know where you're going.
Yeah.
We've done a taste of Disney because we had to.
Yeah.
And I think now let's just find something to blow off some steam.
Okay.
Yeah?
That's a good idea. Work up an appetite for the grand finale of chilies.
I know. I've been savouring myself. I've been so good at not eating chilies yet. I want to build up a big appetite for a skipped breakfast today just so I can have a chilies. Let's go blow off some steam. Let's find another activity to do.
Okay.
We're at the Orlando Gun Club. This is a very surreal experience. Coming from the UK, obviously we don't have anything like this.
Luckily, we've got Justin here.
I don't think I would want to do this without Justin.
I appreciate that. Slow, steady pull.
What the f...
You have to excuse me for not saying anything. I'm just trying to really concentrate on this. That was wild.
I'm actually not sure I can do this.
Yeah, you can.
I don't think I can.
Yeah.
I don't think my hands can handle
No,
it.
it's all right. It's not as bad as you think it's going to be.
I'm really not sure I can do it.
No, you definitely will.
I promise you can. It sounds a lot worse than it is being back here
Okay.
than it is up there. Yes, you feel the gun, but
Yeah.
it's not gonna...
I didn't feel like I was out of control at any point.
Yep.
I felt that every organ in my body. Oh my God.
That was my favourite. I mean, it makes sense.
Makes sense.
It's the biggest one. It makes sense.
Makes sense. And what's the law in Orlando about carrying a weapon? Do you have to have a license?
Not anymore.
Okay.
As of July of last year, we went to constitutional carry, permitless carry. So as long as you're old enough and legal enough to purchase a gun, you're theoretically old enough and legal enough to carry that gun that you purchased.
So is that your everyday carry?
One of them.
Yeah.
I have a few that I rotate between.
Okay. I'm really scared.
It's okay to be nervous, you know.
Yeah.
It's new. It's not going to be as bad as you think. Once you
Okay.
shoot that first one, that excitement's like, holy shit.
Yeah, okay.
And then it's like, all right, I want to do this again.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
How was it?
Yeah, good. Yeah, like my hands are so sweaty. There was one where I think I actually shut my eyes for it.
Really? Man, you smashed that.
Yeah, that
Doesn't
one.
get any better than that.
Now that Ethan had squeezed off a couple of shots, I decided to ease him into something slightly bigger, so got him an AK-47.
Okay.
You did that. That's really good.
I'm absolutely shattered. Justin, thank you for that. That's an experience I'll not forget.
Thank you guys. You guys are great.
Thank you, bro.
Good to meet you guys.
Yeah, and you.
This place is great, you should come here.
Yeah,
It's
Orlando
wicked.
Gun Club.
Yeah.
Thank you, Justin.
Do you mind explaining to me where you learned to shoot like that? It's all bullshit, isn't it?
Yeah,
You roll in there, oh no, I don't want to shoot, oh sorry, I'm about to shoot a gun.
I promise you, it's not.
And then actually on the inside, watch this. You've been going somewhere and practicing for this, there's no way. You got me think, I think my gun was defective. I was spraying all over the place.
And what about your shooting?
UK viewers, obviously, you know, shooting those sort of guns is just so alien to us. I've been to the US before and I've never gone to a shooting range.
No.
And I wanted to try it this time.
I actually genuinely didn't want to do it, so thank you for making me do it.
Well, I'm glad that I forced you to do it because we've inadvertently discovered that you're an absolute crack shot. Like I said, I don't know what you guys feel about guns. They're obviously extremely dangerous. They made it feel really safe and really controlled and really nice. I mean, it is kind of wild that obviously he showed us his concealed carry, like that's his everyday carry. Like me, when I'm leaving the house, I go phone, keys, wallet. He goes phone, keys, wallet, Glock.
Yeah. I guess it's like people going for like a track day equivalent. They go to a track day to maybe let off steam, use their car
that's
how they want to use it.
Yeah, that's a really good comparison actually. That was like track days for guns.
What a contrast from Disney Springs, the most magical place on earth, to a gun range.
I think we need a beer after that though, don't we?
I think so.
And I know where you can get a beer.
Okay.
Shall we?
Let's do it. So we headed to the place that Jack was most excited for. The cheapest flight has led to this.
Finally.
What are you having then?
It's no contest. And the question isn't like what I'm getting, it's how many of the thing that I want.
Do you know how often I think of these?
You don't shut up about these.
Flown to America, this is why I'm here. Forget the rest of it.
For this.
Forget everything else.
£190 brought you to here.
Please, join me. There are better ones, there are worse ones, but these are the ones from Chili's.
Oh, instant regret. Instant regret.
Was 12 too many?
I'm full of blue cheese sauce. Oh God, I can't imagine anything worse than having a Chili's right now. Obviously, a £190 flight to the US is pretty decent. I mean, considering that I just would assume that they're hundreds, thousands. Orlando definitely has more to offer than we have done because we've just done a very much whistle stop.
For sure.
In regular fashion. Just tried to cram in a couple little bits. Luckily though, we're not leaving Florida to go straight back to the UK. We're going to stay in the States for a little bit and see what there is.
What other nonsense we can do.
We're going to see what other bullshit we can chat whilst in the US. If you want to see that, click here to subscribe. More videos down there. Blue cheese has actually ruined me.